Daniel Jones, we have seen the last of Daniel Jones. They made that move to bring in Tim Boyle just to secure it. He can't come in if anybody gets hurt. He's not going to play again. And we know why the New York Giants are doing that, right? We could call it a football decision. I think you can make a valid case that the New York Giants moved on from Daniel Jones because of a football decision. Because, get ready for this, they've lost with Daniel Jones a ton. As well as the idea that if he gets hurt, he's back on the team next year at $23 million. They're doing what they have to do. This is what the New York Giants don't have a choice but to do what they're doing right now. And we'll see what Tommy Cullins can provide. You know me, where I don't mind him playing well, I suppose, because I'm hoping that you could show a little bit of this coach developing the ability to develop a quarterback, because I think that's what they need to do. But ultimately, I want to lose, because I think that's what's best for this franchise, is to get a top pick, whether they take a quarterback with it or not. I think they will. I think that's what they need to do. But even if this draft class isn't full of quarterbacks they love like last class was, if they want to even trade down and get more picks, whatever the case may be, you benefit from losing these football games. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And that's why these reports coming out of Giant Camp is puzzling to me, because according to Jordan Schultz, there's disappointment among some of the Giants players regarding how the Daniel Jones situation was handled over the past week. Especially players aware was primarily a financial decision. Dexter Lawrence publicly stated on Tuesday, he's the quarterback one. He also called him his best friend. He's the quarterback one to me. He's the best quarterback on the team. One offensive player told me on the phone, this is Jordan Schultz's tweet, "We are not idiots. They did it because of money. So be it. But Daniel has been all class, never complained, and is now completely disregarded. The team record is bad. You can point fingers everywhere to try and blame him as trash, and making him third string is weak as blank." Well, Dexter Lawrence, I love you, sexy Dexy. I love you. I do. You're one of the better defensive players in the sport. You and Chris Jones right now are probably the two best defensive tackles in the game. I love the way you play football. You are a great player, and I understand Daniel Jones, who you were drafted in the same draft class as, is a friend of yours, and you feel like he's being done dirty. Like, I don't understand how you could possibly be upset with what's gone on here if you're a New York Giant. You are 2-8. 2-8. This isn't Tiki Barber and the New York Giants frustrated that Kurt Warner is getting benched for Eli Manning while they're 5-3. You're 2-8. The quarterback is the leader of the team. The quarterback is the guy who gets judged on wins and losses. The quarterback has failed. Watch the play. You want to say it's a team loss and you can't blame, you can point fingers everywhere? Yeah, it's a team loss. Okay. At some level, it's all a team loss. You understand the Giants, this is a business. If you feel you're not getting paid properly, you hold out. God bless you, you should. The New York Giants have to run a business here. And you're 2-8. You think this is blaming Daniel Jones? This is not blaming Daniel Jones. It's the recognition that they can't move forward with him. He's not helping them win. He's been awful, and the team's been awful. What are you complaining about? They gave him every opportunity to play. Every opportunity. Every opportunity. He's been given 6 years. You want to talk about, they're doing this for money. They paid him $40 million. But the rumor was the team wasn't happy when they paid him and not Saquon Barkley. Now they're not happy that they're benching the 2-8 quarterback. And honestly, if you're worried about this team falling apart, honestly, good. I know that sucks to say. Let it all burn. But these guys, you know what? You have to be on tape. Go be professionals. I'm not worried about this team falling apart or making business decisions or being so off-put by how they've handled the quarterback situation. Because you know what? Last year, what happened when Daniel Jones went down? They played better. They won better. They played better. They won more games with Tyrod Taylor. They won more games with Tommy DeVito. They played better. The offense was better. They did it for money. Yeah, because next year, it's about building the team to win next year. And I know he's your friend, and I know he runs through contact, and I know he's a tough son of a gun, and I know he's there every single practice, and I know he had to deal with injuries and hard knocks and watching the organization openly court other quarterbacks. I get it. But the idea that the Giant players are perplexed by what's happened here with Daniel Jones, or they feel like Daniel Jones has been given some sort of, all of the blame and has been treated unfairly here. They paid a quarterback who doesn't throw touchdown passes. Let's just put it plainly before I get into all the other. Let's just put it this way. They paid a quarterback who doesn't throw touchdown passes $40 million a year for the last 2 years. Quarterback who's injury prone, a quarterback who doesn't win football games. Excuse me if the Giants make a decision based on next year's winning. Yes, it's a money decision, because more money they put into next year with a failed quarterback, the less likely they are to win. And if you want to be upset with the organization and call it that the team record is bad, look no further than yourself. You're 2-8. They're not taking away, he's quarterback one. This is a money decision. You're 2-8. It's not like it's not like they're taking Kurt Warner out at 5-3 to bring in Eli Manning. While I still agree with that decision and ultimately it led to 2 Super Bowl championships, I could understand that current team being upset with that decision. Hey, we're winning. Don't take our quarterback away. You guys, the season is dead. You're going to stand there at 2-8 and say, you're taking away the best quarterback? And it's about money? Yeah. You put them in a position where they have to think about money. And not just you, them, everyone. The team's in a position where thinking about money is the only thing that makes sense, because it's about next year now. So please, before you think Daniel Jones, who was given 6 years and a big-time contract, is getting the screw job, thinking about the fans for a second and how many losses you have. And maybe rally around this young quarterback and play solid football instead of crying about a 2-8 team not given an opportunity to go 3-9, 3-8. Like, my God. Like, wake up. I understand it. I respect it. I do. I respect that they love their teammate. And I think that's the best quality about Daniel Jones. He's there. He's there. He fights. He claws. He does everything he can. He takes on contact. He runs with abandon. He puts his body in harm's way. And Dexter Lawrence might be right. He might be quarterback one. He might be the most talented quarterback in the room. At 2-8, it doesn't matter. And how many of these dead seasons do you want to experience, Dexter? Like, how many? And no one's pointing the finger at him necessarily. But this is a quarterback league. Look around the league. Like, look around the league. Look at the winning franchises who've abandoned. Kenny Pickett, right? We're looking at I was just talking about how good Pittsburgh is every year with Fliegelman in the back. We were just talking about it. Every year, Mike Tomlin figures out a way to win. Every year. What'd he do when they recognized that Kenny Pickett couldn't play? Did they say, hey, man, this isn't fair. I can't do this to him. Or did they say, I don't care. We have to get rid of him and bring in Wilson or bring in Turner or whoever. Fields, excuse me. Whoever I got to bring in because we need to win. It's a winning business. How many quarterbacks are given up on immediately? Immediately. Same thing in Chicago. Justin Fields, done. And he played well at times. And the team rallied around him too. Daniel Jones was given 6 years to do this. 6 years. And yes, he was given too many head coaches. And yes, he was given inept head coaches and inept offensive coordinators and inept GM and inept offensive line and not enough weapons around him. All true, all true, all true. He also got $40 million a year and given 6 years to show something. Something. And here we are again, 2-8. So please, spare me the Daniel Jones is getting screwed bit. Okay? Because he's not. He's not. He's not getting screwed. He's been getting screwed from this organization from the minute he got drafted. That's fair. But right now, the Giants are doing what's best for the team. And moving forward. And maybe they're not doing the best thing to go 3-8. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. But I don't care about going 3-8. I don't. And I understand why Dexter has to. I get it. But, I mean, to be like disgruntled to what's going on with the Giants right now, for the players who, again, give the Giant fans another losing season. The team record is bad. You can point fingers everywhere. I can't bench everyone. I wish we could. I wish the Giants could bench everybody. They can't. And Daniel Jones is making $40 million to uplift this team. He's getting paid to be the guy to win. I don't know who this unnamed offensive player is. I don't know who it is. But I guarantee he's not making $40 million. I can guarantee you that. Like, what are we talking about? Talk about Daniel Jones. Talk about how much you respect him. Talk about what a great teammate he is. Talk about how you think he could be a player in this league and how, disappointing you feel for him. And then talk about how excited you are for Tommy Cutlets and how much you are looking forward to the rest of this year. But, to be bashing the team for doing things that are only going to help you next year. Do you want to win next year, Dexter? Or do you want to, I'm confused. It's frustrating to me how, the Giants don't deserve anything. They don't deserve me to defend the coaching staff or the owner or the GM. I get it. They've been that bad. The team's been that bad. And this isn't even about Daniel Jones. It's about recognizing what needs to be done. And instead of getting mad about Daniel Jones being benched, go out there and play football. And play it as well as you can.